think of Chaz's play on Saturday? It seemed like he was as aggressive and moving as well off the ball as he has all season.
Yeah, no, I thought Chaz did a nice job. He was he was aggressive. He got out and ran. You know, like the things that we kind of look for is what is in transition, and because in the half court it's going to be hard to get those clean looks just because there's so much attention on him. But he got a couple. They got a 3 in transition, and he got a run out layup in transition, and so those are all things that show how he was engaged, he was locked in, and it kind of got him going. That first transition 3 got him going a little bit, and so no, it was exciting to see him being aggressive in attack mode.
Is there a common thread between second half Missouri, first half Oklahoma for what was clicking offensively?
What was the first part?
Is there a common thread between second half against Missouri and first half against Oklahoma?
I thought our spacing was really good in both of those halves. I think we did a good job of getting paint touches, continuing to keep the defense in rotation, and and I thought we got some pretty good looks.
Coach, in hindsight, I mean, I don't want to take any. Coach Barnes is always not take anything away from the opponent, but just how surprised were you at how you guys defended Kentucky, especially out of the gate in that first matchup?
Man, let me think back. It was the first 4 minutes of that game, I thought they did a really good job of getting their shooters looks, and I didn't think we did a great job of defending them. And Brea got that 3 early, and then number 2 got the 3 on the left side, and then 15 got a look, and those are 3 of their best shooters, and so they were locked in. But I think we helped in that we weren't where we supposed to be. We weren't as locked in as we needed to be.
Coach, I don't know if you're a big believer in momentum and confidence, but what was able to happen against Florida, do you think that's something that's pushing this team forward now as you guys move on?
You know what? It's kind of tough to say. I feel like each game is its own individual, thing, and I think we continue to just learn from previous experiences, learn from previous games, and try to continue to add to it. And so the Florida game was great. I thought we were able to kind of see a couple things that we didn't really. Hadn't really seen before, but that's with every game, that's with every game. But this group is locked in. I think everybody knows that, we got a really good group that can compete with anybody, and we can go to the bench, and we have depth and guys that can come in and impact.
Felix and Cade seem to have been a lot more active on offense the last couple of games. How do you maybe continue that against Kentucky, who shut that down last time?
I think a lot of what they get is off of, our ability to, penetrate and get in the paint, and they've been doing a good job of rolling to the basket and, creating different passing angles for our guards. I'd also say they're doing a great job on the glass as well, and creating opportunities for themselves. But, it's we want to continue to try to get them the ball. Close to the basket. Both guys are shooting high percentages, so analytically it makes sense to try to find opportunity to get them touches.
How does Lamont Butler make Kentucky different?
Yeah, Lamont's really good. He's kind of the head of the snake. He's the head of the snake for them. He sets the tempo. He sets the pace. He can score. He can facilitate. He's dynamic in transition, and he's also a really good defender. And so. I think he changes them drastically.
What has Felix been doing defensively that has helped everyone else around him out the past few games specifically?
Felix is an elite defender. He's elite, and he's been elite since day one, since he got here. His ability to defend on the perimeter, move his feet, switch off on guards while also guard bigs, makes him just so unique. And then how quick he is off the floor, multiple jump guy around the rim, and he can, he has great timing. So both of those things help him in shot blocking.
Fair to assume that the perimeter defense is the biggest adjustment that needs to be made in this matchup with Kentucky?
Yeah, I mean, you look at last game and the way they shot the ball from 3, it would speak to, like, we need to be better there, But I would also say not only guards but the bigs on the perimeter as well, because they're not a huge post-up team. They don't, dump it in and back to the basket and go to work type of team. But they get you on the rolls. They get you, in transition. And so, you may be cross-matched sometimes, right? And so it's going to be bigs on guards and guards on bigs, or if you get caught in a switch. And so it's going to take it's going to take everybody just being locked in, being engaged, and communication is going to have to be at all-time high.
Coach, you played point guard. What's the guy doing so well right now that doesn't show up in the box score and shooting percentage or assist numbers?
I think, and I mean, Coach has said it too, but he's managing the game. He's understanding the flow of the game, when we need to play fast, when we need to slow it down, when we need to get Chaz a shot, when we need to get Felix a touch. Like he's his feel right now for the flow of the game and where the ball needs to be is he's doing a really good job of that.
How nice has it been to see Chaz be more physical in the paint?
It's been good. He's got a great body, good size, and for most times, he's going to have that advantage on some guys, and so it's good to see him use that body when he gets in there, and he's a good finisher around the rim, and he's good in there, and so we do encourage that part of it too, because the jump shot, people, they're going to try to take that away, right? And so, being a multi-level scorer is something that he's more than capable of doing.
After that second Florida game, Jemai talked about taking the loss at Florida personally. Do you get that similar sense with some rematches coming up?
Take the loss personally, but also understanding why we lost and what needs to be corrected to try to win this game, and so, you can take it personal, and guys, they had a lot of, reflection as we watch film and we watch tape, but, you got to remove the emotional part of it, out of it, and, really get down to implementing, what we've talked about, what we're doing in practice, and how we want to attack certain situations, how we want to guard certain situations. And so, it's great that, emotionally that they feel like that, but, that emotion after the first couple possessions kind of wears off, and now it's, all right, let's lock in, and you got a assignment to make sure you take care of.
What were one of those reflections?
What's that?
The reflections in film, you said they've had some reflections.
No, reflection from just watching the game, just watching the game and seeing like the effort wasn't where it needed to be, the attention to detail wasn't where it needed to be. In the meantime, you give their best three shooters wide open looks to start the game, right? You're not, you're not completely locked in.
Coach, you get a bunch of older guys, but Chaz hadn't, played environments like Auburn or Florida. Same for, Igor to a lesser degree. But I get my point being, how much more prepared are your guys overall to play these kind of games at Rupp, at Auburn than you were? If you look at the results compared to Florida and Vandy, what you've done the last two times out.
Yeah, I think the more we're in those situations, the more we're in those environments, I think guys start to get comfortable and understand what it's about, winning on the road. And this league is tough, whether you're, it doesn't matter where you're going. It's every road game is going to be tough. Oklahoma was tough, and so every chance we get to experience that it doesn't do anything but help us and prepare us more for that next one.
All right, thanks, Coach.
All right,
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you.